Are you struggling to lose weight and keep it off? Tired of wasting time and money on starvation diets that lead to more frustration and stress? If there was a weight loss solution that could actually work for you, would you try it? Then head to Golo.com.
I'm Steve. I lost 138 pounds in 9 months on Golo.
I'm Amber. I've lost 128 pounds with Golo Taking Release.
If you're ready to take back control of your life, head to Golo.com now and see how Golo can work for you. That's Golo.com.
My sleep is way better. My inflammation has gone way down. Golo saved my life. I was way overweight. That's what sent me down the path. I wanted to make sure and live for my kid.
I have literally tried everything. I was on the verge of getting gastric bypass surgery, and I saw the Golo commercial, and it was the last thing I tried because it worked.
Join over 2 million people who have found a better way to lose weight with Golo. Your healthier and happier life begins at Golo.com. That's Golo.com. Again, Golo.com.
Breast milk science. It's a thing, and it's our thing. We're ByHeart. We're an infant formula company on a mission to get a lot closer to the most superfood on the planet, breast milk. Our patented protein blend has more of the important and most abundant proteins found in breast milk. We're the first and only U.S.-made formula to use organic, grass-fed whole milk, not skim. We make our formula in our own factories in Iowa, Oregon, and Pennsylvania, using a small batch manufacturing process that works to preserve the integrity of our ingredients. We ran the largest clinical trial by a new infant formula company in 25 years and clinically proved benefits like easier digestion, less gas, and softer poops versus a leading infant formula. We were the first infant formula company to earn the Clean Label Project Purity Award. And while we've put a lot into ByHeart, there's a long list of things you won't see on our ingredient list, like no corn syrup, no maltodextrin, no GMO ingredients, no soy, no palm oil. ByHeart, a better formula for formula. Learn more at byheart.com.
Welcome to the Foul Pole to Foul Pole podcast, brought to you by Black Diamond Softball and Fitness, presented by the Till Valhalla Project, where heroes live on forever.
Hey, what's going on? This is Tyler with Black Diamond Softball and Fitness, and I've got a brand new episode of the Foul Pole to Foul Pole podcast for you. I know there's not been too much content put out over here on the podcast channel, and I do apologize for that. We have been working hard behind the scenes, pumping out a lot of content for the YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, it's youtube.com/Black Diamond Softball and Fitness. There is a ton of content over there. The channel is blowing up. We're almost at 5,000 subscribers. So if you haven't done so, please go over there and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of the content. We've started a brand new series over there. It's called Let's Talk About It, where I'll take a topic or two and I'll give you my interpretation or I'll give you my opinion on something, and I welcome you guys' opinion as well. If I'm way off base on something, let me know. If you agree with me, let me know. Or if you've got a different take on it, please leave a comment below. Let me know how you feel about it. I welcome all comments. Like I've told you guys before on the podcast, it doesn't matter who I talk to when it comes to the game or youth sports or the mental performance or anything like that. I love to be educated. I don't know it all. I don't claim to know it all. I just want to give you guys my opinion, and sometimes we agree and sometimes we disagree. So, check that out over there. You get to kind of see who I am and get to see the channel. There's a ton of highlights over there. I pump out a couple of shorts a day, just really recognizing these student athletes and just, different highlights from just the world of sports. It's probably 90% softball related stuff. I've got some baseball sprinkled in there, and then just whatever the most popular, sports topics are that are, in the world today. I want to put that out there for you guys to see. I appreciate all the support over here on the podcast and over on the YouTube channel. I'm lucky to get to talk to the people that I do and, have you guys react to it. Good, bad, or indifferent. I appreciate you guys' support. I did want to get into something I heard about towards the tail end of last week. A high school softball coach was suspended at least one game because back during the summer, he coached a travel ball team, and some of the athletes on his travel ball team were also athletes on his school ball team. And it's against the rules with the I guess it's the Illinois High School Athletic Association, IHSAA, IHSAA. They have a bylaw in their rules that it's 15-2.2c, if you wanted to know that. It says a coach of any team sport cannot, during the off-season of the school year, coach a non-school team which has players from the school's program. So I guess in other words, if you coach a basketball team, you can't coach a AAU or travel or club level team that has any athlete from your basketball program at the high school. So it got me thinking, is that a rule that I agree with? Not necessarily. I don't, if we're not breaking that rule in a nefarious way, meaning we're not showing favoritism or giving preferential treatment, I don't think that should be an issue. It wouldn't surprise me if there was a parent that didn't like it because their kid didn't make that club level team, so they blew the whistle on that, or they made a big stink about it or something like that. In this day and age, that's what's going to happen. But I don't see an issue with it, with a coach getting more reps with his athletes over time. Actually, I've been thinking about it, and as the game continues to grow, and we have our high school coaches, there's a big disconnect between the high school and travel ball coaches. There are a lot of high school coaches that do coach a travel team. And I bet if you went around the country and you took a poll, an anonymous poll of high school softball coaches that coached a travel softball team, you would probably find out that there are a lot of coaches that have athletes that play on their high school team and their travel ball team. Whether it's not known, whether it's not against this state's rule or against this athletic department's rule or whatever the case, this is the first time I've heard about a coach being suspended. Now, I could have been living under a rock and this happens more often and this just happens to be the one that caught my eye. I'm not sure. But I think high school coaches could benefit from staying within the game if they have the time. I mean, I know they have families and they have jobs and they have other things doing, or that they're doing, but I think in some capacity they should try to get out, whether it's coaching a different level, not necessarily coaching 14s, 16s, or 18s, but coach rec ball or coach 8s, 10s, and 12s to stay in the game, because there's little nuances that change. I know we all try to play under the National Fast Pitch High School rules. Most of your travel ball sanctions and tournament directors and that good stuff, they're under one umbrella. There may be a couple of different rules here or there as far as your rosters, how many you can bat, are we using a DP flex, courtesy runners, how many innings, time limits, that kind of stuff. I know there's some differences, whatever. But I've seen it. I'm here in South Carolina and I see it. There's just a disconnect, and it's not necessarily, it's not always a bad thing. I mean, it's a good to be coached by different people with different philosophies, with a different voice, because there's one coach that can connect with one kid that another coach can't, and so on. But I think that if you can get, it's like a player getting the extra reps. I think if you can get extra reps as a coach, I think it's good to happen. With this coach being suspended one game, I don't know the fallout. I don't know if he's going to protest it or if he's going to, try to get around it in some way. But it is what it is. If it's a rule and it was broken, then, the punishment's there and you take your medicine and you move on. Hopefully they make a change to it. And as long as it's, authorized, hopefully it gets authorized in the future, we can just kind of put this behind us. But there was probably about a month ago, I guess now, with some high school wrestling state championships in the female division, there was a couple of female wrestlers that were going to be suspended for their state tournament because I guess it was found out that they were having workouts with collegiate level wrestlers, which I'm sitting here thinking to myself, how in the world are you going to suspend a high school athlete because she's getting reps with a collegiate athlete? I mean, think about how many baseball guys come back during the summer and work with high school athletes or softball or basketball or football. Think about these guys that, let's put it on the big sport. Let's take it to football. How many guys come back and do like summer workouts or host camps or whatever? So you're saying that these athletes can't go to a camp because it's hosted by college players? I mean, that's crazy to me. These guys and gals are passing on their information, passing on their knowledge that they've got, telling you about, hey, this is what's different at the collegiate level, or I wish I would have done this before I got to college, or just getting those reps with someone that has made it to that next level. Because there's, majority of those athletes are playing a sport to play at the next level. Now, granted, there are some that are just playing to play because it's fun, and I get that. But there's also a lot of them that are trying to make it to that next level. So I think we're focusing on something that shouldn't be focused on when it comes to, suspending athletes and suspending coaches for the extra reps. I mean, there's already enough eligibility issues and who's eligible and who's not, and you can't transfer over here without sitting out, and this guy lives in this district, so he can't come to this school, and this girl moved to the state during the middle of the season. She's not eligible to play for this team. High school coach can't coach a travel ball team out of season. There's too much focus being put on something that just it's not. There shouldn't be focus put on it. And I know I've done the same thing by doing this episode of the podcast on that, but it's crazy to me. But anyway, so over there on the YouTube channel, there is a bunch of content. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. That's Black Diamond Softball and Fitness on YouTube. We're going to continue pumping out episodes over here on the podcast. I do have a couple that are coming out here pretty soon. It has been a busy couple of weeks. As you guys know, my daughters, they do play ball. Both of them now are old enough to be playing high school ball. So I am wrapped up and busy with that. I am doing my best to get out as much content as I can over here. I don't just want to put out content that doesn't mean anything to me. So it will be a little bit slower during the next month or so because of their high school season. I stay busy, and they also have a little sister that does soccer. So a lot going on over here for us. I do appreciate all the support from you guys. It's fun. Even though I'm talking to myself, I do like to get you guys' reactions on that. So thank you guys for supporting me over here on the audio podcast, whether you're listening on iTunes or Google or Spotify or iHeart. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate all the ones that are sharing it and leaving your reviews. Let me know what I can do better. Welcome to the criticism. It helps me put out better content for you guys and content that you guys want. So until next time, I appreciate you guys. And if you share this stuff, man, share it with a friend. And when you do, you tell them you love them.
Discover new opportunities together in a new Chevy. Meet up in an Equinox, winner of the J.D. Power Award for initial quality among compact SUVs. Lend a hand in the strong and capable Silverado, or mix it up in a high-tech Trax with an available 11-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find family, friends, and fun in the Chevy that's right for you. Click to learn more. Chevrolet, together let's drive. For J.D. Power 2023 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. It's a thing. And now the truth is out there. I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free anytime, anywhere. And each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.